How's it going, everyone? And welcome back to the council.
Rational and open.
Rational and open.
Life swimming in lies.
Remember last time we had that conversation with our mother, found out, you know, that she's technically our sister. You know, Morton was our dad.
Everything all over again.
We had actually killed Emily.
I age more slowly. I can mentally manipulate people.
We can now read minds as well.
If it's a good thing or a curse.
It's good.
No, this is an advantage. I could get used to this pretty quickly, I think.
Damn it.
Oh, okay.
What a mess. Come on. Man up, Louis. I'm still the same old me. Demon or not, I'm still in charge of my actions. And this father, I know nothing about. Yes, I've still got a lot to learn. It's enough to drive you crazy. Everything I believed in, nothing holds true anymore. Pull yourself together, man. I need to find some answers. There's no
I think
way
you should
being
get your
alone for a
arms
minute.
sorted out a bit. Wait, is it? I don't know if things like spawn in your room again or not. I don't think they do, but I haven't missed anything in here. No. No. Definitely got everything in here. I'm pretty sure about it. Right, let's answer the door. Hello? Who is there?
Sir Gregory?
Oh, it's Uncle Gregory. Yeah, we found out he's Mortimer's brother, isn't he?
I think it would be good to talk. How
But
are you
of
feeling?
course, Uncle Gregory.
I don't know.
I understand. I heard that William spoke to you at last about our nature and our family. It's a good thing, but you must be a bit shaken up.
That's the least you can say.
I bid you welcome among us, Louis. Knowing William, he probably didn't go into any detail about our family, so if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask.
Yeah, all right. I mean, we've been in existence for like the whole time.
Is there a head of the family?
You'll see. You'll meet them all, of course, when you are ready. They created us and set out the rules, especially our father. As for our mother, she retired from the political stage. We don't see her much anymore. I think that all these questions simply bore her.
Okay.
How many of us are there in the family?
We are 8 brothers and sisters.
What do you mean by brothers and sisters if we can change bodies?
You reason with logic. We have retained the human habit. When we first come into this world, we retain a certain attachment to our first envelope. If we are born as a man, we are brothers. If we are born as a woman, we are sisters. But I must admit, it has absolutely no real importance. They're just bodies.
Well, tell me
Other
then,
families.
are there any other families
Let's
like
talk
ours?
about
There are
those.
officially 7, but we're the oldest and therefore the most powerful.
Good to know. Good to know.
What's Lord Mortimer's problem?
I think he allows himself to be devoured by a need for recognition,
Has he always been like that?
more or less. But thinking about it, I believe that the birth of our latest sibling greatly accentuated his discomfort.
Do you think he's jealous?
I didn't realize you were so good at behavioral analysis. Indeed,
I'm good at
William
everything.
certainly is prone to jealousy. Finding one's
Everything.
place, notably in the eyes of our father, is not easy, and we each do what we can to succeed. But I can't justify this perpetual rebellion against our rules.
Okay. Good to know. I mean, I may as
How long
well.
has our family been in existence?
We have been here since the very beginning.
All right, we know that
do you
he's
mean,
got
exactly?
an
Are
immunity.
you
We
trying
didn't
to
know
get
any of that
information
stuff,
from me?
so it was good to know.
Not at all. I was just wondering why that particular question seemed to disturb you.
Let us not insist then. You yourself weren't very convinced by the question, it seems.
I see. There is still much to learn.
I'm not going to read his
Yes,
mind
it's
because I was
true.
warned about
You've got some
that
catching up
stuff.
to do, my boy. One thing you must understand regarding any disagreements that might arise between William and myself is his position with regard to mankind.
What do you mean?
Well, for centuries we've been trying to help, and therefore preserve humanity. Monarchies are simple and practical. They enable us to inspire humanity efficiently, and I can't understand why William wants to replace them with democracy.
Oh. Ooh.
But if your intention is not
I think
to dominate
democracy's
the
better
human race,
personally.
why not let them be master of their own destinies?
I perfectly understand this type of reaction from you, less from William. The main thing you're lacking is time. Man is transient, and one of his particularities is that he does not learn from the errors of his peers. He uses up an incredible amount of energy building and destroying whatever he himself has put into place. If we weren't here to help them, guide them, I sincerely believe that humanity would have become extinct by now. On the other hand, we are eternal, Louis. When we plan ahead, we do it for the long term.
Yes, I understand, but that's more like tyranny, isn't it?
Well, it's all a question of your point of view. From man's point of view, I can understand how he would have that impression if ever he found out. But don't forget your true nature. From the demon's point of view, in other words, ours, letting man do as he thinks fit would equate to letting him race to his own demise.
But what about man's freedom to choose?
I think this is the longest conversation I've had with Gregory. I've not really spoken to him much in this game.
The age of adulthood. It remains a child. We have to help him, otherwise he will put himself in danger. It has taken centuries for our family to establish relative peace between demons. Thanks to this policy, we have been able to decide everything by confining the other families to subordinate roles. And now William is obsessed with disrupting everything.
Peace between demons? What do you mean?
I'm not talking about conflicts within our family. If that was all there was, everything would be fine. But several other families, younger but nonetheless powerful, are trying to upset the balance. At present, we dominate most of the major countries around the globe. But some families are pushing, via less influential countries, to gain ground. You understand?
As best I can,
do,
yes.
sort
When
of.
the time comes, you must take up a position on the political chessboard. I only hope your father doesn't take you down with him.
See, I thought this was...
Are you offering me an alliance?
Louis, I do not
I thought this was all
believe that just
politics
because
of the
your father
world.
is
Now
at stake,
we're talking about
all is
politics
lost.
of demons.
You
I
owe
mean,
William
like,
nothing.
what
So
is
there's nothing
going
obliging you
on?
to support him. I
What
want
is
you to make
happening?
an informed choice. Now go and see your father, see what he has to say, and then think it over very carefully.
That's exactly what I intended to do. Thank you, Uncle.
Don't mention it. If I've been able to help you in any way, go now.
Okay, I will go now, Uncle. Uncle Gregory. Mortimer studies on the other side of the thing. Great. Go! Demon legs propel me! Whoosh. Alright, I'm walking into a chair. It's a fabulous chair. Hello. That's a leaf spear with a fish on it. Did I pick up the wrong spear? No, there's like an actual picture there with a boar spear.
Louis, I was sure you would stay.
I'm worried I've got
proud
the wrong spear.
Made the right choice.
It took great maturity to forgive your sister as you did.
She brought me up. I realized I owed her a lot.
We all make mistakes, as Sarah well knows.
Why didn't you tell me the truth about her?
I thought that might be too many truths to absorb at one time.
I mean,
intended to tell you
there is a
afterwards.
lot going on,
You were in a hurry,
and a
so
lot is getting
I made a decision.
confusing.
You've been able to understand and choose for yourself. How do you feel?
Hard to say. Quite curious to find out more. My whole way of thinking has been blown apart in just a couple hours.
I agree.
More normal. It may have been a bit brutal, but you've just grown up in a very short space of time. From now on, you can influence your own future. I will guide you. We've all the time we need.
You're not the first to make me
Thanks.
that offer.
What do you mean by that?
Your brother, Sir Gregory.
Gregory. Why am I not even surprised? What did he say?
I think he's worried about you.
Worried? Marvelous. That's just like him. You know, in a family like ours, we all have a role to play. And his is to worry about everyone else. Let me reassure you, there's no reason for him to worry about me.
Okay, good to know.
And what's your role in this family?
Mine? Oh, I think they probably feel I'm the eternal naysayer, I suppose. I think one mustn't be afraid of change, and that it is healthy to challenge oneself at regular intervals. I don't impose anything on anyone. I'm just following my own path.
But where does
Good
it
to
lead?
know.
I suppose I should explain. For centuries now, demons have emerged in and around great leaders all over the world. But like true tyrants, they have governed with an iron fist in a studded glove.
That's the impression I get.
But you see, people's discontent is increasing, and they are too high up to hear it. They take themselves for gods. Sooner or later, the people will turn against us, just as they have in the past. Each time it's happened, many of us have died. We must master the humans, yes, but gently. And the best way of doing that is by allowing them a free choice, Louis.
He wants to
Really
give men
are
a free
trying
choice.
to liberate men.
Of course, not entirely, no. It is easier to keep control over people who slumber than people who are oppressed. A man with nothing to lose is a dangerous man. Whereas, if you give him a roof, food, and entertainment, he will do whatever you want. The best way of getting them to achieve something is to make them think it was their idea. For that, they have to feel as if they are free.
Hang on. What do you mean?
Look at the United States. From the start, I introduced an idea that will change everything. The idea that everything is possible. Everyone can become someone. Is there anything more beautiful?
You mean it's not true?
Man can move mountains when he believes it is in his own interest. And what nobler cause is there than his own freedom?
Do you have any more examples?
Of course.
Oh, I don't know if I want to go through all those.
But the most important of all has already been laid.
Sorry, I just didn't
The
want to talk about all that.
foundation stone. Freedom.
I get
of
his
speech.
point.
The First Amendment of the Constitution. There must be opponents to every project. So, above all, don't develop a one-track approach. Otherwise, man won't have enough room for expression to feel free. If man sees his chains, he will only want to break them. If we give men the feeling that they are free, I am convinced that they will exceed their limits. And it is only
probably.
from that condition that humanity shall rise up.
But
It's an interesting
you wanna dominate
concept.
or raise humanity higher.
I want it to advance. I want it to progress.
He
Man
seems
is our
like
vessel.
the good
If he
guy,
progresses,
almost.
Then so do we.
Good,
Wouldn't you like to
like
know what
relatively
we
speaking
really
to the
are?
whole situation that we've just found out, of course.
Yes, us, our species.
You know,
I've been
like-
searching for centuries, trying to find a way to explain the reason of our existence. But humanity has not yet evolved enough to make any progress on this subject. I am convinced that the sciences will bring that knowledge someday.
So, that's your objective, is it? To understand who we are. I see your point.
I agree.
Our
Why
family
not? If you want to know who
clings to
you
its
are,
privileges
like,
and to the past, and that's how they are putting us in danger. The time has come for change. Now that you know your true nature, there are still a few things I need to teach you.
What do you mean exactly?
A new skill, and not the least, Louis. It's about taking control of a person.
I don't see how I could do that.
I shall help you the first time.
Okay, let's not waste any more time.
I deduce that you're impatient to master what's in store for you. That is good. I thought I'd mix business with pleasure for this first time.
What do you mean by that?
The conference will come to a close shortly, as you know. Not that I'm fed up with archaic diplomacy, but it's time to ensure the success of this project. To make this happen, I would like Piaggi to inform the Pope he has changed sides.
You're going to use your powers to alter the votes?
The real game is about to begin, Louis. Up till now, the guests have been sizing each other up. From now on, it's time for Gregory and myself to play, as well as you yourself. Now, here is my plan. I would like you to join His Eminence in his room.
Just play along. We'll see when the time comes. Very well. And then?
You're going to have to trust me. What we're going to do is painless for the human you are going to invade.
Invade?
Yes, you're going to enter his mind and take control. You're going to influence his actions and his psyche.
Go on,
Make
then.
him speak, then concentrate. You must focus on him in order to feel his thoughts. Then, while speaking, you must link with him. Once you're done, you will naturally find your way to the source and enter into his thoughts.
But what if I
Okay.
fail?
Trust
This
in your
sounds
instincts.
very
You just have to
strange.
let yourself go. You have
Gonna
the
take
skill.
control of someone.
Let your nature come to the fore. You'll see. If you fail, you'll be in for some light banter with His Eminence. That's all. There's nothing to be afraid of.
Very well.
Perfect. Go now.
Perfect.
The Cardinal is in his room. You will have to write a letter to the Pope as if Piaggi had written it himself. In this letter, tell the Pope that whatever happens during the conference, he must follow my propositions. But be careful. In order to protect himself from counterfeiters, the Pope had Piaggi's hand tattooed with a symbol to be sure of his identity. You'll see when you're inside him. You'll understand. Once it's written up, just bring it back to me, and I'll send it off immediately.
All right. I'll take care of it.
I'll try and take care of it. So, you know, I'm a little bit worried about this whole spear thing. I don't even know if it's important anymore. But this has a fish on it, and it's a leaf. But that picture over there shows like a spear shape, and Piaggi said it was a spear shape. But I feel like I've got the wrong symbol now. I always thought the Christian fish symbol was later, and not that early in time. Oh my god. Hey ho, I don't even know what it's for, so, you know, it may not come as an issue until later on. I suppose we'll have to find out. But anyway, I'm going to end it there, guys. So on the next episode, we're going to go try and take control of someone's mind, their psyche. More demon powers. So strange. But anyway, thank you very much for joining me today, guys. I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, drop a like. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Do you think I got the right spear a few episodes back, or do you think I made the completely wrong mistake now that I've actually seen these artist depictions? Let me know in the comments down below, and I'll catch you all next time. Take it easy, everybody.